Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a star log for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes. Maybe somebody hid their money in there. No. Supplemental. I'm afraid the condition of my room is far below expected. I don't want to mess up the... There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it.
Oh, thanks. For me?
I found it under the bed.
And now you want to, let's say, pawn this device in exchange for a fishing rod?
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
Well then, good catch. What the... can opener? Now it's a case for the metal restorer.
Voila. There's a current again.
I'll just leave it like that. That's some sturdy, full-grown reed. Just a hanger. I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it.
What's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you. I was hardly able to focus on...
Good morning.
Excuse me.
Could you tell me something about the cable car in this town?
Don't bring up the old cable car.
Are you feeling any better now that the table isn't wobbling anymore?
Thank you for asking. But joy? What does it even mean? My life lost most of its joy since Klaus disappeared.
Who is Claus?
Klaus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side, but now he's vanished. Everything in this world is going down the drain.
Maybe he just went for a stroll.
I don't know. Klaus was always faithful, and then he just disappeared.
9 lives or not, I don't think it would survive that drop. Soft as a feather. You like this, don't you? It would tear me to pieces.
Klaus?
Good morning.
Excuse me.
Any news about Claude?
Nothing.
Please excuse...
Nowhere to run from here, kitty. Oh, I think he passed out. Now I've got you.
Excuse...
Please Is this by chance your cat, Claus?
Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
Good morning.
Excuse...
Would you mind lending me the key to the...
You've been so kind to me. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you everything, yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please, take it.
It seems you need a special...
Indeed, Matt. Good job. The cable car is going again.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Man, you're some klutz. We'll meet on top. In case you manage to find a way. See ya!
Hello? Hello? Fascinating.
Neck circumference 39 centimeters. Heart rate 66 steady. Generally neglected, yet overall stable condition. Vigilance decrement, patient somnolent. Reduced effect display. Skin pigmentation livid. Nutritional basic needs barely met. Muscular system recessive, possible myopathy. Barrel-shaped thorax, strongly noticeable funnel chest. Hyperreflexia, mood agitated. Patient's condition unclear.
Where am I?
Patient has regained consciousness and appears responsive.
Excuse me, please. Could you tell me where I am?
Patient's orientation to person, space, time, and dimension remains unclear. I have to ask you a couple of questions. How are you feeling?
Ouch.
Who are you?
I can't remember.
What are you doing here?
The original idea was to go on vacation.
Assuming you knew, where have you been born or assembled?
I'm not from here. I come from far away.
Have you ever had a déjà vu?
You're talking crazy talk.
Have you ever had an out-of-body experience?
You are going to have an out-of-body experience in a moment, pal.
Interesting. Please remain prepared for further examinations.
Are you even listening to me?
I'm afraid we can't let you leave until we have verified your right to stay. It's for your own safety. Just knock the door loud and clearly when you feel able to undergo a few more experiments. I'll be there to pick you up. The patient's status remains unclear.
I'm feeling a little dizzy.
Dr. Römmler, please behave.
They took away all my cool gadgets and locked me up in this small room. I tried protesting, but to no avail. What have I gotten myself into? It definitely doesn't feel like a relaxing summer vacation so far.
An anatomical model of a kind of human. Hey, buddy. They don't seem to take hygiene too seriously around here. I'd rather not know what happened here. I'm feeling a light breeze of air. Maybe I can squeeze through. Blech. It's covered in mold. A good dose of chloride is the only option.
no water pressure. Or clogged. It's calcified. Memories of my dorm room, not so long ago.
There's something written on the wall.
A coin. It fell right out of the shower head. And right into my inventory for some cosmic reason. The benefits of capitalism. It's locked tight. Brute force won't help. Where the heck am I?
Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First, the tests.
I refuse to take part in your tests.
As you wish. After all, I can force you. Or can I?
Fried. Why, of course. But where? Why, of course. But where?
It doesn't have a coin slot.
Why, of course. But where? I could use this to climb to the hatch. I need a very special tool to unscrew those very small screws. Sanatorium Paradiso. What a strange place. I wonder what's in there. Sanatorium Paradiso, a bucolic sanctuary in the climatic health resort Trüberbrook. Beautifully situated retreat, fresh forest air, wood established high cuisine. A list of patients. I can barely imagine what these poor souls must have gone through.
You sound asleep, but I'd rather not push my luck.
This door is sealed by a humongous lock. Iron bars? This place is a prison.
An aquarium full of leeches?
I'm not in the mood for a snack right now. I'm not in the mood for...
A pretty steep downslope. I guess I'll have to find another way. I'll take it with me. Construction schematics for a quantum discriminator. Never heard of it. I am a quantum physicist for what it's worth. X-rays. Odd. Oh no. I'm not really going to have to replace the fuses, right? My dad always used to say, son, whatever you do, stay away from fuse box. Well, thanks, I guess. I'll try with this code someone left on the wall. Interesting. These seem to be the medical records.
There you are! You must be lost.
I'm looking for room service.
No more lame excuses. We are going to perform the test. Now.
Slumber Morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now.
He's going to flick the switch on me if I make even the slightest move.
Could you adjust the contrast settings?
Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your first image.
War.
That is unexpected. Second image.
Cruelty.
Are you sure? Image number 3.
A beautiful butterfly. Have you ever been bitten by a butterfly?
No, me either.
Remarkable. And we're done. Counting in the benefit of the doubt. Next up is self-assessment. How would you rate the following statements? I often feel controlled by others.
One.
I enjoy carrying a lot of stuff with me.
One.
I don't bring matters to an end.
Good question. I'd say a close one.
I often get the impression that my life and the world around me is nothing but an illusion.
One. Or two. No, one is good. Is one good?
Thank you. Next, we are going to show you a few colors. Please describe them as elaborately as possible. Let's begin. So, what do you see? Please describe this color as precisely as possible.
Exciting. Makes me want to leave everything behind and start a new life on Mars.
How do you feel about this color? Anything particular that meets the eye?
Boredom. When it's time to have dinner, but you don't even care for lunch.
Thank you. And what are your associations with this color?
Fragile. Like a butterfly in a hurricane. Now, actually, a butterfly isn't really all that fragile. Its wings do quite well under most weather conditions.
Remarkable. If you had to put a name on this shape, what would it be?
Rectangle. An idea shaping an orthogonal reality, from Pythagoras to Descartes until
And this one?
Triangle. Trinity. The whole idea of it. The three wide open seas. The three apostles. The three wonders of the world, and all three of the important beetles.
Thank you. That's that. Now a few questions where you have to make a decision. Would you rather have landed in Roswell or crashed on the moon?
Roswell is all right. But you know, they serve much better drinks at the secret Arctic station.
Would you rather be in the Cold War wearing short pants or in a very hot war wearing an anorak?
Are you making fun of war? Short pants, of course.
Would you rather be a lion without teeth or a gnu without legs?
At least, even as a toothless lion, I would be king of the animals.
Would you rather be the Franz Beckenbauer of rock and roll or the Elvis Presley of soccer?
Becken what? Elvis scored goals with his pelvis.
Would you rather have your sweat smelling of wet dogs or the taste of onions in your mouth for the rest of your life?
Would it smell of wet German Shepherd? Or rather, like, you know, wet Chihuahua?
Thank you. Think of your childhood. What are the first three items coming to your mind?
Dad, Aunt Lottie, Hans and ice cream.
Are you sometimes afraid of the day your true identity becomes uncovered?
Well, yes. Aren't you?
Do you sometimes feel that everything is just about to happen, while all of it has already been decided?
Yes.
Congratulations, my dear Mr. Tannhauser. You have passed the associative test with excellent results. I have no more doubts that you are a real human.
A real That's what this was all about?
I apologize for the inconvenience, but one can never be sure these days. It's our civic duty to track down and detain these aliens. They are among us. Mark my words, Mr. Tannhauser. You are free to go. Please show yourself out.
I'm a human being.
of flesh and blood. And now I'm going home. Aliens? You must be out of your minds.
I'll leave the key under the doormat.
Where am I? Hello? Anybody there?
This way.
What is this place? I've arrived at some sort of mining facility. It looks abandoned. Judging by our tracks, I've almost caught up with Gretchen.
No way. That hurtling chain would probably hurt me very badly.
A rusty old cogwheel. Locked. A compartment in which to shed tools. An old ore mining cart. It is missing the fourth wheel. The ashes in this fire pit are still warm. Maybe someone cooked him or her. Beverly, I believe I found Gretchen's campsite. She probably went ahead without me. No chance. Solid oak. Let's have at it. Locked. Debris. People keep losing helmets all the time. Here we go.
This pickaxe is probably the only tool around here that... Gretchen?
Maybe I can swing over. Good thing there's no monkey wrench involved in this puzzle. There you go. Water March.
Oh, you finally made it! I almost thought you'd never come. Look at you, covered in dirt. Did you stumble all the way here through the old mines?
I don't have to answer that. Anyway, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You gotta tell me every single detail when we have the time.
They sure have big doors around here.
It looks like they really wanted to make sure there was no trespassing.
Beverly, for a moment I thought I was a goner. Now that I've been able to escape this compromising situation, Gretchen and I are standing in front of a gigantic steel gate. I'll get back to you with more details.
Please light up these symbols.
Wow, these look like Neolithic cave paintings. Who would have guessed? A group of stickmen fallen asleep around some sort of hexagon. Tannhauser, this is sensational.
Fallen asleep.
Look, this seems to have activated one of the lights on the vault door. You see that afterglow?
What do you make of this?
Weird. Tannhauser, these are ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. What are they doing here? I'm afraid I don't know too much about them. This pictogram on the left could mean door or gateway. It's followed by the symbol of death. Doesn't that spark your curiosity as well?
Interesting. Maybe these inscriptions are somehow connected to the opening mechanism. Some sort of photonic reception, perhaps.
Could you point the light in this direction?
Ah, interesting. This looks like a Latin inscription. Hang on to your head. Interpreted freely, this translates to path of no return. Hogwash, you Romans.
Did you notice that other little light turning on?
What's that over there?
You're not gonna believe this. These are Germanic runes, my special field of interest. This one roughly translates to Be gone, stranger, for all you may find here is certain death.
There, another light.
What's that over there?
Interesting. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
Is this a graffito?
Down here. In any case, it's hard to decipher.
Are you seeing that hexagon there as well?
No idea. You've got the door open already?
Now there are 5 lines. What does it mean?
I've been thinking, what if it wasn't meant to keep someone out, but to keep something in?
Let's find out.
This looks promising.
This cave has obviously been visited by explorers for millennia. Isn't it strange that all of them left warnings on the wall? And whoever built this gigantic vault wanted to make sure that only a human with the right set of knowledge could open it. Maybe long after its architects ceased to exist. I assume this is why they utilized all of these different writings. They literally left the code on the wall. In case of an emergency? Remarkable.
Yes!